Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, strong style, cinephile, and Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes because the people behind Gotham Knights, they launched themselves a Twitter account, and we got our first look at a promotional poster, flyer, advertisement for Gotham Knights, and let's just say it just landed seemingly online like a fart in church because it is just so just bland and generic, and it's like, if you looked at the show, if you looked at the picture without the Gotham Knights title, you would not know what it was. And it's like, I'm thinking you're doing Gotham Knights because you're wanting to dip into that rich history and allure and whatever else that comes with using a DC Comics intellectual property, using the arguably biggest DC Comics intellectual property in Batman and satellite characters around Batman, the Bat family that's become just enormous these days. And yet, this is the first thing that you go with. Now, I can see you can do like a normal poster like this with just the generic, the characters in their civvies and stuff, if you've already done the one that has them in their costumes, because you do have Harper Row, you have Carrie Kelly, and some other characters. You have Turner Hayes, who is Bruce Wayne's son. We still don't know if it's by birth or adoption or what have you, but I mean, it just, to me, it's, I mean, it looked like maybe like a Riverdale spinoff, maybe a Charm spinoff, like could have been the poster for the Winchesters, the Supernatural like prequel spinoff thing. It was that generic of an image, and that's the first thing that we're getting for Gotham Knights. Think about that. That's the first thing that we're getting for Gotham Knights. It's just you already don't have Batman in the show, you know, because he's murdered, and then you have this. It's just like you are just, and then it's the writers behind Batwoman who are writing this show. So you already have so many things working against you to do this show, and this is the first image you give us. Wow. I'm hoping there's a course correction at some point, that we see the costumes, because we know it's, unless I'm misremembering or missed a announcement where they said filming was delayed. I believe they were starting to shoot in April. Here it is, about to be the end of May into June, and we have not gotten any promotional pictures of costume stuff. So do they not have them yet? Are we going back in time to, this is like a Smallville, no flights, no tights type of thing, where they're just to be scared or just against using superhero costumes? I don't know what to make of this. You take that and you juxtapose that with the fact that it seems just the age of comic book TV is coming to a close, particularly on the CW, but it just seems like in general. I mean, we're still gonna see different adaptations of graphic novels and stuff like that, but not all graphic novels are superhero based. But it seems like this glorious run we've had, kicking off with the Arrowverse on TV, this continuous run of superhero stuff on the small screen is coming to a close. And this is what we get for Gotham Knights. It just reinforces my thinking in that regard. And couple that with the fact that Gotham Knights is not coming to us until 2023. Saw where Stargirl is not hitting. It was going to hit this summer. Again, kind of like last season's Summer School type of thing, which I loved, because this was like the dead time. You had the regular CW shows, had their season finales, and typically you would have something till like the fall, but you had Stargirl in the middle to kind of tide you over with its shortened season, which was cool. But now we're not going to get Stargirl until fall. We're not going to get the Flash returning until like, I think, mid-season 2023. Superman and Lois, I believe, is also coming back 2023. It just, I feel like we know the Flash has a smaller number of episodes. I feel like this move, pushing these shows off, I'll really know after the episode count, but I think this is good. Like Stargirl season 3 is going to be the final season. Superman and Lois season 3 is going to be the final season. And CW just, with that, is going to be pretty well done with superheroes outside of Gotham Knights, which I don't even know if Gotham Knights is going to, it's got a series order, but it can still get yanked. You know, and just going off this poster, man, it's just, there's nothing Gotham-y, there's nothing DC Comics about it to pull you in. And this is the first thing. This is the promotional image you're using. So outside of like Gotham, how are you pulling in the people who aren't the fanboys and fangirls of DC Comics? And you already have them by virtue of using the Bat family and the Bat-centric, content. You already have them. So how are you hooking the non-mainstream people? Because they're just going to see it as some generic. It just looks so generic. Like any other you could fit any other TV show title in that picture and it would work. That's how generic it was. You're just not going to hook people like that. So I don't know. Like this pilot has got to hit. Like, oh God, this. Gotham Knights, crappy poster. Hopefully it's not a crappy show. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are, because I think, let me know in the comments below, follow me, social media, talk to me there, talk to me here, until next time, and hopefully a better poster. Let us geek.